Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments, support. Click like, subscribes, and shares from your soul. Thank you. And welcome to the new subscribers. It's good when the channel grows and help more people. And that will be thank you to you. So beautiful. Thank you. Also, happy 11/11. That is one of the days where you're understanding the masculine and the feminine energy celebrations is in there for very beautiful events are during those times for. And what I want to start today, it is about crossing the bridge. We are gonna be seeing it. Those energies they're gonna comes out with kind of like they're gonna be on period of 28 days as the moon is gonna be transiting from Pisces to Aries, and every time she's gonna be transiting in there, it's gonna be giving you an additional informations how to cross over, how to pass over to the bridge, how to get into this new energies there. We are preparing for this movement. We already know about this movement, but overnight the moon joined Neptune, and in the morning, when you wake up, the moon is going to be at this new life. She's going to be meeting with the North Node. She's going to be passing the North Node. She's going to be heading out to Chiron, which is we are going to be seeing it tomorrow morning. With all this, there's going to be some two kind of like situations. People who are ready to cross over, they're going to be crossing over. If you're afraid of the bridge, if you're afraid of what is on the other side, if you're afraid of the other side of the bridge, of the unknown, if you are so scared about the future, the things that are coming towards you, a lot of the people is going to have this setbacks. But since the moon is going to be moving more and more often through this, in particular, we're talking about the next 5 months. In there, you're going to see it March and April in there for. We are going to go see how this transition is going to happen a lot within a personal level and so forth from with this. We are going to be going it forward. With this energy, just picked it up that the moon is this intuitions inside of you that is teaching you of giving you the light into the darkness to cross that bridge. Kind of like a seeing it, this picture as a full moon. She's coming in and she's lighting it up down bridge, and you feel like, oh my God, this is a wooden bridge. This is insecure. What's gonna happen if the wood right here it's gonna fall off? My foot's gonna fall down. I can fall. I can drown. I can die. Wow, that is your fears. Okay. But if you see it, then it's like, okay, well, the bridge is secure. It's got a metal pins in there. It is all right. It has been caught and it's been repaired. And if I know where I'm going through it, I can go from the one end all the way down until the end. I have the light. I see the light. I see the guidance. All I have to do is trust it. So with this energy, that's what the transition will be. And those transitions are getting ready. We are going to be ready for the transitions of Pluto finally moves into an Aquarius there. And here at 7 o'clock in the morning, as I've been talking about, that the sun is going to be under a lot of divine energies from Chiron and Jupiter. So it is. You're going to feel those energies of the authority that looks like the divine has to be done what it needs to be done. These energies, they're going to be lasting a little bit more. They're going to come more forward. But we saw this yesterday. Venus is feeling secure that it's a normal with these situations because you don't know how to transition in your love. You've been operating from the love, from the needs, from this physical attraction, from these situations. While right now everything is asking you about love. Are you a human being? you're working within your soul, and you're doing the situations of this transition. And when you're transiting, you may find out these changes that coming with you. They're gonna be reacting on everything to you. They're gonna be reacting on emotional, energetic, spiritual, and your physical body in there. But you're gonna find like some of the patterns are cleaning out. So when they clean it out, they're not going to work because it's a work in process of cleaning and there. But as I said, the moon in the morning, she's going to be crossing into areas. For those who have the courage and the strength, it's coming from Pluto and Mars. As you see that Pluto and Mars, they are coming in towards exactly these positions in here to give you the chance, the boost, to have the courage, the strength, that's kind of like a veil or energies in there. It's like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna cross over, I'm gonna be the new, I want to be the person who I always wish to become. Okay, but you're gonna need some the strength to do it. So with this energies there, the midheaven there is gonna be at Virgo is the divine energies with the moon organizing. Okay, organizing yourself, healing yourself, and beginning on your life after healing yourself is that divine energies from Virgo towards that end of Pisces and beginning of Aries. Okay, that is what it is, the power of the self-healing. It's there, it's in the Virgo. And after you've been healed, that energy is going to be moved to what? To a relationship with others. And this is why this Virgo is the hospital, the physical hospital of the zodiac, while Pisces is what? It's more the psychology, it's more the spirituality involved in there, while the Virgo, it's opposing all this as like, you need to fix also the body. You can't just fix it on your mind that you're okay, you're healthy, and then you're going to be doing. No, there is something that you need to also do in material world. So with this healing the world, energies that are toward you right now, it's seeking of this position. So I'm going to be talking more about it in the next few days. Because when a Pluto is going to be entering Aquarius, he's like, no more dictatorship. And that's what the dictates within the Scorpio. That's what this energies of the authority is going to be looking in there. 8 o'clock, if you're going into work, you're going to be like, okay, this person has to be taken off. He's too much authoritarian. He's not working. He's bad towards people and so forth. And then the people cannot perform. You need to understand your level of performance in a business is about your lower layer to perform as the most as the best and as they can and the best as they can, because they are the one who actually does the work for the rest of the pyramid in a business to do it. Okay, if you're operating of your business from the pyramidal structure, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you operate your structure, which is not pyramid but is your other structure, which is called spider web, in there, yeah, everyone has their title. You can use this pyramid as a title, but everyone is on the same page. Okay, so learning at that to operate from not this dictate situation. I'm a boss, I'm telling you what to do, you should do what you have to, otherwise you're fired. This is bringing it of those fears. And those fears has to be overcome and cleared. It's a lot of emotions, but it's required a new way of understanding. And that new way of understanding you're going to be seeing at 8 o'clock. You're going to be seeing it also at 9 o'clock in the morning, when those expressions are start to working with. As you see it right now, the midheaven, it is with the South Node. The past, you see that the past has been damaged so much relationship. That could be on any level. Okay, first of all, personal relationship within your own self, how honest, truthful, and so forth you are with it. Then the relationship with others, from personal relationship to financial relationships, to a business, work relationships. Just be mindful, when you have a full-time job, you spend more of your time at your work, not at home. When you're back at home, you spend on average about 6 hours. When at work and going on to work, you're spending about 10 hours on average a day. 1 hour to go to the work, 8 hours of work, and then 1 hour to go back home. Okay, so thinking about this, how this is affecting you with those energies, and that is going to come in and those triggers because of Venus in Capricorn. That is the way your profession is. Your profession is in the 10th house. That is related to the 10th astrology sign, which is a Capricorn. To do and put the things in order in the material world when using your spirit, your soul. That's what that cardinal energy is. But as currently as the midheaven is at Libra, you're gonna be going to the most important energies that you cannot see certain things until you are in any kind of like a relationship. Okay, either business, either personal, spiritual, however in your case it's big, because those relationships, they trigger the dynamics for you to look at within yourself, but also looking within others of what the areas of concerns and the places of evolutions are needed. All right, so with this energy that it's gonna go, you see it in at 9 o'clock. It's the communications that is required, but those communications, they are going right there. Okay, talking about the future, the crossing over. We need to pass this. We need to let the past. We need to go and let go of some of those old things, like it's always been that way. There is certain things they have to be always been that way, but there is certain things that doesn't have to be always that way. And this is what we need to understand to create a new culture, new development by using the soul and the spirit into the real world. Okay, everyone wants the paradise. Nobody wants the work to perform that, to be that paradise on the earth. Okay, so you're seeing it as those energies. Things is going to be going on with that. Try to make a balance with this. The Uranus is in divine energies with the midheaven and Libra there. Don't forget that all the relationship, including the spiritual relationships, they are maintained and originating there at Libra. Every relationship is testing through Libra. It's putting into the scales. And sometimes with the testing that relationships, it takes time. Do you are able, capable, and so forth and so forth. But with the testing, you see what is your weaknesses and you're gaining some strength. And there. All right, Ascendant is at Sag. It's going to be opposing Jupiter. That will be like this energies of growth that needs to come towards you. Currently, that energies of Pluto, of Mars, it's continued to be so much active. But as we spoke about yesterday, you need to learn to trust. Trust within the divine masculine. They know what to do because Mars is looking for this right here. Some of the Mars does not look in that. Some of the Mars is like, I'm not going to change. I'm stubborn. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to be this, what you want me to be. Okay? And who wants to change you? Life. The life force, the universe wants to change you for a better of you, but you don't want to. You want this satisfactions on yourself to satisfy others, so the others can be, yeah. And so you're like, all right. What is your soul on that? All right, next hour, the things is gonna be interesting because that is the energies with Lilith, the true Lilith that is at Scorpio. That's gonna pointing to Saturn. You're learning something from what I just told you so from the previous hour. Okay, you see that the ascendant is with Venus. That's putting pressures right in here. We spoke about this yesterday. You're going to be feeling that pressure, but I don't know where I'm going. I don't know if I'm going to be okay. I don't know if I'm going to be all right, and so forth and so forth with this. You're going to see it in and about 2.5 days when the moon is going to be arriving here. She is going to be beginning to trining Venus, and with the moon transiting into Taurus, the material energy is just going to come towards you. Okay? You set yourself right now to cross over, and when you cross over, you're going to be knowing in about a few days when you cross over what you need to do. That doesn't mean you have to do it now. You're a learning process. You're a learning process right now. The moon is out there collecting informations of learning for. And then when you learn, you investigate it, you accept it, you adopt it, you create a plan, and then with the plan, you go out and you work your tail off and you execute it. And that's what there's going to be, that crossover. It is the same thing. Look, you see that road, you see the light, you see what you need to do, you make a precise plan and go walk. Go the walk on your journey of life. But Venus is feel insecure. Why? Why you feel insecure? Because it's gonna be required work, and you don't know how to do the work. When you know how to do the work, things gonna come out. Who can teach you how to do the work? Your intuition. So with that, the next hour, that is going to be at noon on the midheaven. It's going to be with the sun, pointing out these oppositions with the universe. Don't go against the universe. It's telling you, it's told you, the universe tells you, just allow the things to begin to flow, mature, and grow with. You're going to see this divine energies later on with Jupiter and Venus. They're going to come out for. But right now, it is more important for you, okay, is to understanding why you're doing this job and what is the main reason. You have the authority that it works with this. You have the very great energies that works with the universe. You see them, they are working for your own benefits, but you also have to work. It doesn't mean that you don't have to have wishes and things to be fulfilled. But you also have to know what to do after you granted your wish from the universe. Okay, the next hour is about these communications, how you talk, how you process yourself. Be mindful if you have a fear of communications or limitations of these communications, they're going to be costing you later on. Okay, so if you don't speak something right here in the moment when it's supposed to be spoken, later on the things can come and bite you in the rear end. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so be smart, be more empowerment in there, and communicate, express the things that they are not comfortable. Let the things come out, because if they are properly why I've understood, the things are gonna be properly addressed, and from there the things is getting they're gonna get easier, they're gonna be get understood, and when you understand them, it's gonna be more easier for you to cross over. You haven't crossed over yet, you're thinking about what is this crossover is. And since the ascendant is with Saturn, you don't want to talk to some of your people about spirituality, what's going on within you, how fearful you are for something that goes on within you, and how you are afraid about the future. And since all that energy is collective energy, it's piled it up. Everyone is afraid right now what's going to happen into the world. Everyone is interested. Oh my God, all of those changes. This country, that country, this political situations, these economical issues, this is all start from within you. Okay, stop looking on outside. Go and look on inside. Okay, you have no control over the party. You don't have control over the presidents. You don't have control over what's happened into the market out there. Do you have that power? No, you don't. Then why you have to be fear and afraid of something that you cannot do anything about it, right? And this is a one of those limitations. Is like you should not talk about things that doesn't bother you. You need to talk about for something that it's meaningful, something that it's gonna be bringing a powerfulness within yourself. Okay, something that it has to be right. All right. 3 o'clock energies there. The moon right now, it's rising in the horizon there. Powerful energies are beginning to go with, as midheaven is with Venus. As I said, Venus is going with these divine energies with Mars right here, and that energy from Mars is going to be empower all those pack up here. This is how it's going to be. If you are afraid and you're in fears, 4 is not going to help them. And since that energy is rising up, you're going to feel the rebirth. Let me explain a little bit about the rebirth. This is out when there was this personality issue. This is this situations within your life that right now you totally understood. You change, you decide to go ahead and act upon it. And after action is complete, the change is done. You crossed over. Okay. And with that crossing over, there's going to be some divine energies with the true Lilith within a shadow. You're finding that if you didn't cross, what is your weakness? But you're also going to be finding that if you crossed, that is the path of this communications and sharing with others. It's basically like, yeah, I know the world is in shadow, the things is in there, but I'm focused within me. What I can fix within myself is not to save things only about me. It is about to save and preserve and be an example how can others can preserve things that they have within themselves, and to do what I can control. And you put yourself in the state of evolutions. That is going to be this new energy that's going to be asking there. No dictatorship, but personality helps to develop the society. Not like the society tries to change the personality for the basic part of certain personalities, which is this dictating ships and so forth with this. All right, I'm going to be telling you about this later on, because as Pluto is going to be moving into Aquarius, the moon is going to be opposing together with Mars. And right there within Leo, that's where the dictatorship is, situations, this dictating, okay? And there's going to be some challenges, but we're going to be talking about this in about pretty much in the week, okay? So stay tuned on that but right now about today at 4 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be opposing the sun. They are very close with Uranus. It's telling you like you look in something in the material world. Dear authority, you have to do better. Dear government, you have to do better. Dear party, you have to do better. Okay? And inside of you, it is about, can you govern yourself? Can you be in straighten out your point of views about life from within yourself? What can you authorize within there? Okay? If you don't like the place where you are, you can go on and move. Okay, you can go on there and move. All right, 5 p.m. This transformations is leading. It is guided. Midheaven is at Aquarius. Okay, we are talking about this sextile with the North Node and the Moon. Powerful movements in there. We're trying not to be restricted from the shadow and the fears with this. But through doing it, this changes within ourselves, we are going to be gaining the strength. I've changed, I'm powerful. But you changed, you complete the actions. So the gravity is going as you see it, the way the gravity is the center of the electron in the proton. There comes in and there works like this, and they spins around. Because of this energy that vibrates in there, it creates this magnetic field in there. But as the more and more we evolve, we become more different elements. Then you have more elements, more protons, more electrons that comes in and it moves in and out. Because guess what? The energies go into that hole and comes out, and it spins out there. And this is how we are able to see it and dealing with that energy is coming from within ourselves. Okay, and understanding that is going to help you to really cross over. Did you cross over yet? You're going to be putting the final pieces together, as those pieces they're going to come in at 5 and later on at 6 o'clock, as you see it right now there. Currently the North Node and the moon already start separating. The moon is more leading towards Chiron, but that energies of the moon right now, trinic Mercury and at the same time trinic Mars, is going to help to establish the proper way of communications into your own self. That is like, okay, I crossed, I renew myself, I got reborn. Okay, some of the people, they say I reborn when I believe in more in this and that religion, or this and this event happened to me. Go ahead and ask people who are actually reborn if they experiencing near-death experience or NDE. Okay, there comes out and they are kind of like a go on and or dark night of the soul. I'm talking about the real dark night of the soul. I'm not talking about of people who had this I'm talking about dark night of the soul when you are reset in your soul. So with those energies there, as we are going at 7 p.m., the ascendant is going to be at Cancer. We have to look at those family patterns, what they got wrong, and how do we reflecting over the development of the personality towards when the personality built itself in areas. Venus right now squaring that energies there, not really helping for. And this is at the time when you see that during your development, you are not properly guided. And this is why, because the parents wanted to have dictatorship over the kids. That's it. And with that dictatorship, we actually begin to program instead the personality to start learning from within what is right, what is wrong, developing empathy, creating this energies of within, and start cooperating to fit within the society, not to be forced into the society under the dictatorship. Because under dictatorship, nothing works right. It's been already proven so many years. All right, 8 p.m. The ascendant dedicated Cancer there. Very powerful energies. The authority is going to be looking inside like, wait a minute, what happens in there? This is going to come in of this shift as the moon understanding that positions there. Mercury and Mars, they are trining again. Very powerful moments with this. The midheaven is going to be telling you, change the situations in the subconscious, and things going to be better. But you need to authorize it. You need to say, yes, I'm going to be studying this. I'm going to be looking at those subconscious patterns. I'm going to be looking at what the heck is screwing up my thinking. What that I am been thinking. What you think, that's what you become, right? And you see it, those you're gonna find out the energies of the family that needed to be fixed. Okay, ascendant is what Mars. Right now, without the energy of Mars has been there, you're gaining the courage. Midheaven is with the moon. Finally, you're like, okay, I'm going towards that bridge. But if you have a fears, you didn't change. And that midheaven that is Aries is opposing the past. And you're like, no, I'm going to back up. I'm going to be living in the fears of the past. I'm going to be afraid to cross this. I know that I feel that that is my road to cross over, but I'm afraid. And Mars is going to tell you why you're afraid of. You're going to find out you're afraid of your own self. That you're not going to make it, that you're not going to succeed. But it is the same thing as you are going through the park and you're crossing a bridge. There is nothing else on the bridge but you, the version that you always wanted. Everything that you wanted, it's another side of the bridge. But your fears is preventing you to achieve it because it's going to be required as self-development. So with this understanding of the moon, some of you is going to cross, some of you don't. It is what it is. But for the one who crossed over, You're gonna finding that divine energies with Chiron. You heal the patterns of fears within you. You mature, you develop, you're working better within the energies. The ascendant of Leo shows you like, here you go. You charged forward. Wasn't afraid. You wasn't dictating. You learned the situations. Who helped you to learn? Saturn. Saturn is in divine energies with the ascendant. Spoken about Saturn. Saturn is a thought. He taught all the Egyptians deities, and they're in the wisdom, because he was the wisdom himself. Okay, so with those energies, you're probably gonna be at home doing it, revaluations and the situations that it's coming from within yourself, but it's gonna help you to understand what you're gonna be doing tomorrow, because tomorrow, guess who's gonna be here? Tomorrow is the moon is gonna be right here, divine energies with the sun. She's gonna be like, here is the information from soul, here is the information that needs to be. It's a very powerful divine energy. This is as when the mother sends divine energies towards the father, and they're together within this. Talking about divine union, here, this is a divine energies of divine parents. Okay, but it's required that growth, and that's gonna be happen what? Tomorrow. As if today, that energy is right here is not there yet, but you're gonna be learning it tonight about tomorrow night. And later on at 11 o'clock, midheaven is gonna be at Taurus, and that energy is pointing out towards Venus. Venus is sextiling right now with Saturn. She's learning at her ways of crossing over the fears. She does not have the divine kind of like this energies that's gonna be a process in there, and in the next about 2 weeks when she's gonna get to that energies with Saturn and so forth from within, you're gonna have a lot of new learning, but that is gonna be required to cross. You can't have something new if you're not within the new. Okay, you cannot understand an environment if you're not in this environment. It doesn't matter how much you're reading, how much you study, how much is this. If you're not within that actual environment with your actions, you're not going to be able to fully understand. Knowing is one thing. Experiencing and knowing is totally different story. And for those who actually crossed over in there, you're going to be the first people who are guides. You're going to be told down in the road, here, crossover, here how I did. I was there, I understand how I was, I did what I was supposed to take, I didn't have no fear, and I moved up. Now I'm better, I can understand, I'm better developing myself. I took my life within the hands, with an awareness, with my spirituality, with my energies, and I'm beginning to create this without me dictating other people's life, but at the same time, I don't allow other people to dictating my life. And that's how this energy of Aquarius is going to be start taking off. But as the midheaven is a Taurus, it's going to be getting this energies from Saturn that it's going to come out and tell you everything's going to be all right. You're going to have everything that you want as long as you work for it. But you're right now, you're learning the lessons, because guess what? Venus is going to come there, the Mercury is going to come there, the Sun is going to come in there. They're going to be learning to crossing those paths. Okay? And right now, when the moon is passing all the time through these points, every time, whatever fear you have, you're going to be able to cross it. Right now, you have a fear of the unknown. The next turn around, it's going to be facing the fear of I'm saying, I'm expressing, to talk about this. Okay? And then the next time around, it's like, I have a fear of doing it. I'm afraid of doing it. And then it's going to come up, here's a new way, the best way of doing it. Then it's going to be a Pisces. You're going to be facing your weirdest and toughest battles there in your subconscious. You win through that, then it's gonna be the perfect part of your crossover. But right now, you're just learning for it. Enjoy that learning. If you do it, you know you've been ready, you've been practicing from before, you will tell how to do it. As long as you did it, congratulations to you guys. I'm looking forward to hear some from you. And with that being said, I want to say thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, you can send me an email below as it here at the video. Thank you again, and I will see you next time. Be love, guys.